Hey there, homesteaders! It's a beautiful, chilly morning here in the desert, and today we're going to revisit our very first episode ever and talk to you more about our Earthbag dome.
And in the kitchen, I'm going to be making a white bean, white chili kind of soup situation.
All right,
All right.
let's get going. We're Kaliki and Brett, a rugged and adventurous gay couple who are sick and tired of clashing with life in the city.
So we decided to head into the desert to chase our dreams and thrive.
Along with our furry friends Chuck and Momo,
We'll explore DIY projects, tiny house construction, gardening, hiking, cooking,
and share what it looks like to jump headfirst into homesteading.
So subscribe and join us on our dusty adventures to build this desert dwelling.
So if you've been following us along from the beginning, our very first episode was about us moving the greenhouse in our yard because we were planning to make an Earthbag dome there. Click up here if you haven't seen that episode yet and you want to check it out. We decided that spot we moved our greenhouse in the yard wasn't going to be big enough for the dome that we want to build, so we chose this area out here instead. We're about 50 to 75 feet away from our high tunnel behind us and maybe about 25 feet from the hole we dug over here. I think that's going to be the best location for this, just in case we need to send any drainage from this building into that hole. So it's still too cold right now for us to fully get into this project, but we just wanted to get a head start before it warmed up by leveling this area and digging the little trench where the bags are going to lay. You're going to help me, Momo? And then I'm going to go through with a tape measure, a screwdriver, and a little camping stake to mark out the circle really well again so I can get a really precise trench dug all around the perimeter. The trench that I'm going to dig is only going to be about 6 to 8 inches deep, and we're going to just fill it with a little bit of gravel before we do any courses of bags filled with gravel on top of that once we get to that part of the project. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, well this trench is all dug out. Why don't we head back over to the house and see how things are going in Brett's kitchen? Let's go. Go home.
Oh, hi, Sarah. Come on in. Today I'm going to be making a white chili, and to start I'm going to be soaking some beans overnight. I have just some regular white beans and some lima beans. Now that they've soaked, you see they have gotten way bigger and they'll cook faster now. You can cook them without soaking them, it just takes a little bit longer. Normally I would recommend cooking different types of beans separately, but I just didn't do that today. Surprisingly, the bigger ones cooked a little bit faster. Now that the beans are all cooked, I'm going to chop up the veggies. I have 3 green bell peppers, an onion, four cloves of garlic, normally when you're chopping up garlic, you want garlic cloves that don't have green inside them. That means that they're about to sprout and they can be a little bit bitter. But I really don't like to waste anything, and this is the garlic that I have, so I'm just going to use it anyway. And some fermented jalapeno peppers. Now I'm just going to heat up a little bit of olive oil in this pan, and then add in my onions and cook them for a minute. Then I'll add in my bell peppers and cook them a little bit. Then I'm going to add in the jalapenos and garlic. As well as some cumin. And cook that for a minute. And then add in some flour. Just let that cook for another minute. And then I'm going to add in 6 cups of water. And 2 tablespoons of this bouillon, vegetable base. I'm using a sauteed onion one. Then I'm going to add in 2 cups of unsweetened soy milk. It's really important to use the unsweetened one because a lot of plant-based milks have sweeteners added to them, or they're vanilla flavored or something. So that would make the chili really weird. Now that I have all the liquid in there, I'm going to let that come up to a boil and simmer for about 15 minutes until it starts to thicken up, and then I'm going to add in my beans at the end. So full. As well as a can of golden hominy. Now I'm just going to bring that back up to heat and adjust the seasoning, adding any more salt or pepper or anything that I want at the end. And should be ready to serve. And there it is, all ready to go. I'm just going to garnish this with some slices of avocado as well as a few slices of pickled jalapenos. And now we are ready to eat. So let's go do that. Momo, you don't chase them. They're your friends. The chickens are friends.
Well, this looks good. I'm excited to try out your white bean chili.
Yeah.
I like these big old beans in there.
Yeah, butter beans or lima beans or whatever.
Spicy.
Yeah. It does have a bit of a kick to it. I think those jalapenos are just like a hot batch that we got. They seem pretty hot.
Yeah.
I like the hominy in this a lot too.
Yeah, that's a new thing I haven't really eaten before, and I'm definitely into it.
Yeah. The soup is a little thinner than what I was going for too, so like it would have been good maybe to add a little bit more flour when I did that, or could have added like a cornstarch slurry or something to thicken it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's dripping all down my beard.
Yeah.
You want like chips in it or something, or with
Oh
it.
yeah, that would be really good, like tortilla soup. I mean, basically is that, and like, I don't know, I wasn't sure what to call it, because it's kind of like a white chili, it's kind of tortilla soup, kind of like pozole. The avocados on top are nice too. They kind of like balance the spiciness a little bit, break it up with some cool, fatty. Man, that thing is so loud. Well, I'm really excited to have the start of that Earthbag dome done. You did a really good job of digging that trench. I'm excited to start that. I'm glad that we changed the location of where it was going to be,
Yeah.
because I think it'll be better over there.
Can't wait to see what it'll be like.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, then be sure to check us out on Patreon. There you'll find a lot of cool extras like behind-the-scenes footage, all of the recipes from Brett's Kitchen, and much, much more. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell here on YouTube so you don't miss the next episode of Desert Dwelling.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye! Finish this.